Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Go ahead. Listen, I'm gonna wait for a second. Wait a minute. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? I see y'all popping in. Okay. They go Instagram. How y'all doing Instagram, man? I see y'all sliding in. One thing about y'all go from zero viewers to almost 100 viewers in zero time flat. You hear me? What's going on? I see you have the geeking over there on TikTok, man. That's your new home over there, man. I'm telling you, like, I love this for you. What's up, Inspiring Queen? How you doing? What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Frazier, I see you. CC, Bonneville, I see you. Good morning, Lynn 21. How y'all doing, man? Good morning, good morning. Danielle gonna meet me on Facebook. That she gonna meet me on Facebook. One thing's for sure about Danielle, she gonna meet me over there on the Facebook page. She got me locked in over there. Heather Geegan got me locked in over here on TikTok, man. How y'all doing this morning? And let me say this. Let me put this out here before we even get started. First and foremost, what up, sweet baby treats? What's going on, Kalia Gray? How y'all doing? I'm going to tell you right now, if you are sensitive, do me a favor. Go ahead, get off the live. Get off the live right now, baby. If you sensitive, this ain't going to be the live for you. I'm giving a disclaimer in the very beginning of the live before we even get started. Gorgeous Glow, appreciate that badge. First badge of the day, appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you sensitive, go ahead and leave right now. If you going to be sensitive, leave. If you're gonna be easily offended, go ahead and leave right now, because what I'm about to talk about is gonna really be on some folk nerve. Understand that some of y'all ain't gonna like what I'm about to talk about. So I got going on. I got Facebook right here. I got Instagram right here. TikTok right here. So I'm gonna tell you right now. Put your church finger up in the air, just like this right here. Bend your head down a little bit and get on up out of there. Just do like this right here. We know what that means. That means go ahead and leave. Go ahead and leave right now. If you a sensitive individual and you're not going to be able to really process the truth, I want you to do me a favor. Go ahead and exit right now. We don't want to have you in the comment section over there doing the most. Go ahead and exit, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not about to tiptoe around about what I'm about to tell you. I'm letting you know that right now. I'm gonna be very real. I'm gonna be very raw. I'm gonna be very direct, and I'm gonna also be extremely blunt about what it is that I'm talking about. And that's a fact. Go ahead and double tap on my screen. Send me some love. Good morning, Shay Shay. How you doing, Shay Shay? Good morning to you. I appreciate y'all. Let me get 4 badges on IG. I already got 1. Let me get 50 stars over here on Facebook real quick. I see y'all double tapping right now. Y'all at 4.5K on TikTok. Go ahead, get us up to 10K. Double tap on that screen for me. Get us up to 10K. We can do it. What's going on, Rod? Good morning to you. How you doing, Terry? Rest. Okay, that's 2 badges. I need 3 more over here on IG. How you doing? This ain't gonna be for the sensitive, baby. This ain't gonna be for the weak. This right here, this ain't gonna be for the soft folk. If you soft in any type of way, go ahead and leave right now. I gave a disclaimer at the beginning of the live. Thank you so much. Starting the day forever. I need 2 more. Miss Leah Moreau, I appreciate you. I need 1 more badge. Come on, double tap on that screen. I need 50 stars over here. There we go. Appreciate those 50 stars. Danielle. Double tap on that screen where y'all at. There you go. Just struck 10K right there. I want you to understand what we're gonna talk about. It's about to happen. That's your title. It's about to happen. Thank you, Raw, for that badge. Thank you, Gorgeous Glow, for that badge. What you say? It's about to happen. Hello, I want you to know it's about to happen. Somebody, I see the stars right there. She just sent 99 stars. Thank you, Renee. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Friends say shit about me. Oh, I see all the stars. You say you gonna buy me, baby. I love you. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know something right there. It's about to happen. And before I get into that message, you see, while I asked the people that were sensitive to go ahead and leave, because see, I needed the people that needed to know this right here, because some folk have been dealing with some things in their life and they just needed that confirmation all by itself. This right here is going to that one, the title, a teach all by itself. The title right there is going to do it for some folk all by itself. Like, coach, if you don't say another thing, that right there is about to happen. That's all I needed to know right there. Whatever it is that I'm facing in my life, whatever it is that I'm going through in my life, I just needed that little bit of confirmation right there. You just gave me exactly what I needed to know right there. What it's about to happen. Whatever it is that you're praying for, whatever it is that you're fasting for, whatever it is that you're going through in your life, I need for you to understand that it's about to happen for you. It's about to happen. That's the title right there. It's about to happen. It's about to happen. And it ain't going to take all day for it to happen either. Whatever it is that you need to happen in your life, it's about to happen for you right now in this moment. And I want you to understand that it could have happened yesterday. It could have happened 2 weeks ago. It could have been happening happen for you. But the truth of the matter is we be holding ourselves up. That's a note right there. What? We be holding ourselves up. Yeah, come on. I want the honest people. I told the sensitive people to get up off my live. I already dismissed them. I told if you one of those ones that's easily offended and don't like the truth, I told you to get up off my live. Don't even stay. Don't even stay. Go ahead and exit. What you say? The truth of the matter is the thing that we've been praying for, we've been fasting for, and we've been wanting to happen in our life so bad. The reason why it hasn't happened the way that we wanted it to happen is not because it couldn't happen, but it hasn't happened because of us. Because we're in our own way, because of our own self. Understand that. Oh, coach, won't you break that down? Double tap on that screen with yeah. I see y'all at 20K TikTok. I see y'all. Double tap on that screen. We're gonna get a smooth 100K, and we're gonna do it real quick. Hello, we're gonna get that 100K. We're gonna get that real quick. It ain't about nobody else. It's not about what nobody else think, what nobody else feels. It's about us. A lot of times we hold ourselves back. Understand, people can lie, people can manipulate, people can discredit, people can go outside of their way, they can dig ditches, they can do all of that, but they cannot stop what God has already said was going to be for you. They cannot stop that door from opening. They can't stop that opportunity from coming. They can't stop that thing from happening. If it's for you, it's going to be for you. And the only person that's going to be able to slow up your process, the only person that's going to be able to stop what's about to happen in your life, it won't be anybody else. Understand that. Take back your power right now, here today. Hello, what you say, coach? Take your power back, baby. I don't care how loud they talk, how many doors they slam, how aggressive they might appear. They do not have the power, understand, to stop anything from happening that God has already said was going to happen for you. I don't care how much money they got, how successful they think that they are, how many strings that they think that they can pull. Understand, they will not be able to stop what God has already said was going to be for you. Stop looking at folk and giving folk that type of power. Take your power back. Yeah, you can do all of that and I can still win. You can lie on me and I can win. You can manipulate the system and do all of that and baby, I'll still win. You can discredit me. You can say all these negative things about me and to me, but guess what? I can still win. What you say don't matter until I start believing in what you say. I still have a divine right of choice. Come on, double tap on that screen. A lot of times we don't get the thing that we've been praying and we've been fasting and we doing all of those things for, and it's not because of other people. My first thing I want you to understand, your first note was you got to understand that that's on me, baby. That's on me. I be in my own way. Understand, ain't nobody got that type of power or that type of authority over my life. You can't stop me from doing what I'm gonna do. Understand that you can't prevent me from being able to live up to my fullest potential. You cannot stop the process that I got in place. The only way that you will be able to stop me is if I give you that power, if I give you that authority, if I allow that to happen. But understand what I just said. I first have to allow it. Okay, talk to me nice. I just want you to talk to me nice real quick, baby. Yeah, come on. Still win. Put it in the comment section, baby. Put it in the chat real quick. Still win. Baby, I'ma still win. I'ma still win. I'ma still win. I'ma still win. You did all of that and I'ma still win. You know, you gain power when you start looking at the enemy face to face. I'm talking eyeball to eyeball, 10 toes to the ground. You start looking at that person that's doing all that hooping and hollering, and they think that just because they loud, that you gonna feel scared, that just because they loud, that you gonna back down, that just because they throwing an adult temper tantrum and behaving the way that they behaving, that's going to make you quit. That's going to make you throw in the towel. That's going to make you give up on yourself. I dare you to put it inside the comment section, baby. I'ma still win. Hello, I'ma still win, baby. I'ma still win. No matter what. Yeah, you're not going to stop me with your volume. You're not going to stop me with your aggression. You're not going to stop me with your lying. You're not going to stop me because you're not supporting me. You're not pouring into me because you're not doing it. Does not mean that it's not going to happen. Understand that, yeah, you will not stop nothing. You won't slow up nothing. You won't pause nothing that's about to happen in my life. We stop ourselves. Note number one is we stop ourselves. Somebody just asked me real quick in the chat, Coach, how do we stop ourselves? Note number one is we stop ourselves. Yeah, and just somebody say, Coach, how we stop ourselves? I just want somebody to ask me so I can feel like I got crowd participation. You know what I'm saying? I just want to feel like I got crowd participation. I see Hal right here. Yeah, you know what I mean? Put it in there. I just want to feel, come on now, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't do that now. I just want to feel like I got crowd participation. I like for y'all to be involved in my lives. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't just show up and get to work. There you go, friend. That's right. How do we do that, Coach? Number one is our unbelief. Yeah. The note number one is we stop ourselves. Exhibit what? Exhibit. Let's say exhibit A. Exhibit A is what? Our belief, our own belief. It be our own belief. It be our own belief. We sit over there and we start talking about, well, I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen, and it might do this and it might do that. Well, guess what? If you don't believe that it's going to happen, that it's going to happen for you, then it won't happen for you. What we are doing and what we're experiencing in our life, this right here is for the believers. So if you don't believe it'll happen for you, it won't. If you don't think that it'll happen for you, it won't. If you don't think that you can have it, you won't have it. This right here, this is for the believers. You can put that in red, E. Baby, this is for the believers. So you're absolutely right. If you don't think that it'll happen for you, then you're absolutely right. It will not happen for you. One of the main ways that we stop ourselves from growing, from succeeding in life is because of our own belief. We don't believe that we can have it. So you're right. If you don't believe it, then it ain't for you. You're absolutely, it's your belief. That's exhibit A. I got exhibit B, baby. We gonna be in court today, baby. Yeah. I got another one that's gonna go with that note number one. I got another one that's gonna go with that. That's note number one, and it say we stop ourselves. How do we stop ourselves? I'm answering that question. Number one was gonna be belief, and then the second thing is what? We afraid to break out of the traditions. We're afraid to break out of the protocol. We're afraid to break out of that expired teachings that we've had in the past. We're so caught up in that we feel like if we walk away from that, then we're going to be so wrong. We be over there guilt tripping. We be over there feeling so bad. We be over there like, oh my God, what are they going to say? What are they going to feel? How they going to think about me doing something different? How they going to think about me moving a different type of way? So the first thing is what? It'd be our own belief. And the second thing is because we are afraid to break out of the traditions. We are afraid to break out of that protocol. We are afraid to break out of that expired information, even though we are very much aware of the fact. Hello, somebody, because we ain't going to play slow over here. I don't do delusion. So we're not going to play over here. We're not going to pretend to be ignorant over here. Understand that even though, right, we know that it's not right, even though we know that it doesn't feel right to us, even though we know that it shouldn't be something that we'll be doing, guess what? We are so afraid to step out that we'll follow the tradition or follow the generational curse, even though we know that it's not right because of our own fear of breaking it. I'm just here for you. I'm just here for you. Well, yeah, hello. Yeah, I'm just here for you. What you say? The first thing is your unbelief, your own unbelief. The exhibit A was your own unbelief. The exhibit B was you're afraid to break out of those traditions or the generational curses, that expired teaching, the things that you've done for so long. You're afraid to get up out of that. You won't walk away from that to save your life. Why? Because you're so concerned about how other people gonna feel and what other people gonna think and what they gonna say. They gonna swear as I think I'm better than them. They gonna look at me different. They ain't gonna do this and they ain't gonna do that. Oh yeah, that's what y'all be over there. You be so scared about that you don't want to interrupt the room. You don't want to upset the room. You don't want to piss nobody off. You don't want to make nobody feel uncomfortable or anything like that. That you go ahead and you sit over there and you go over there and do what? You interrupt your own peace. You disturb your own peace. You sit over there and you be uncomfortable. You sit over there, you be unfulfilled and unsatisfied, trying to provide that for somebody else. So you think that it's okay for you to constantly be the sacrifice for everybody else? Oh, baby, the devil is a lie. A lot of you guys are not living the life that you're supposed to be living and having the things that you could really be having in your life. And it's not because of anybody else. It's because of you, yourself. Understand your unbelief and your unwillingness to break out of the traditions. Oh, I got an exhibit C. I got a C too. Don't worry about it. I got 3 points that's going to this. I got three points that's going to this. What's our topic of the day? Our topic of the day is it's about to happen. It's about to happen. And I told y'all already, if you sensitive, go ahead and leave. We ain't too far in. We only on note 1. I ain't dropped nothing but the first note in the title. Yeah. It ain't too late for you to go. If you don't want it real, you don't want it raw, go ahead and leave right now. If you sensitive, go ahead and leave right now. I don't want nobody on here. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Yeah, go ahead and leave. Go on and leave right now. If you don't want accountability right now, if you don't want nobody to tell you exactly what it is that you got going on, then go ahead and leave right now. I know some folks don't like taking responsibility for the things that they're doing in their life, how they're contributing to what it is that they're going through in their life. Some folk, they only want you to point the finger at other folk. They only want you to blame other folk. They only want you to hold other folk accountable. So when you jump on this here app, baby, understand when you get on this here app and you start saying, I'm going to hold you accountable for your life, I'm going to make you take responsibility for your life. I'm going to tell you that you are accepting that in your life. I'm not showing sympathy for nobody that create a storm in their life and then get mad because it's raining. I'm not about to show sympathy for you, especially when you allowing it, whether you create it or you allowing it. I ain't got no sympathy for you, baby. You're choosing that environment. You're choosing to be right there where you at. And I know that the way that I'm going to bring this, I know that it's going to upset some folks. Some folk ain't going to like it. Some folk going to be in their feeling. So before you get over there and end up blocked by one of my mods, go ahead and just exit. Go ahead and leave because they're going to block you now. Go ahead. I ain't even trying to send you to the block party. I just want to get a message. So go ahead and leave right now if you don't want that accountability. The topic that we're talking about is what is that it's about to happen. What's about to happen? That thing that you want. It's about to happen. And the only way that it won't happen is if you slow yourself up. No, number one is if you in your own way, blocking yourself by your unbelief. Because if you don't believe, when you over there with that mentality, I don't know, I don't think it's going to happen. It won't. It won't happen. This happened for people that believe. If you don't believe, you ain't got to worry about it happening for you because this is for the believers. This ain't for you. This a wrong lie for you. You have to go to the other lie, baby. That's for the other folks. If you don't believe, you ain't got to worry about it. You can go ahead and let that go right now. Don't waste nobody else's time. Don't hold up the prayer line or none of that. This right here, this for the believers. You have your own unbelief. Your own unbelief. Your own, I don't know if it's going to happen for me or not. And the other thing is what? The number two was what? It was breaking out of that tradition. You got to be willing to go against the grain. You got to be willing to step out of the tradition. You got to be willing to piss some folk off. You got to be willing to deal with the fact that it's going to be somebody that you love more than anything in this world, and they're going to make a decision for themselves to say that I don't want to be with you. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to be a part of your life. The person that you're creating right now is going to be a little bit too much for me. Understand that the person that you're creating right now, you do a little bit too much. I'm used to the broken version of you. I'm used to the person that you used to be, that didn't have self-esteem, that didn't have self-awareness, that wasn't praying, that wasn't fasting, that wasn't following a schedule. I want somebody, I want the old version. The new version acquires too much. Yeah, and you're going to have, the new version, she say, dang, come on. Yeah, the new version of you, it requires too much. Baby, I can't pay that cost. I can't do that. I can't pay that cost. This new version of you, it requires too much. I have to show up, and I have to show up different. When I show up, I can't talk to you like how I used to. And I'm noticing that you're not interested in the drama and the chaos that we used to laugh and joke about, and things that used to be funny to us. I noticed that they are turnoffs to you now. You feel uncomfortable in these type of environments because of the way that you're growing, the way that you're evolving, the way that you're healing. You and I, we used to laugh about these things, and now you don't see the humor in it. You lost taste for it. Come on, Trish. Thank you, Shay. That'd be real. Then the third thing of how we be in our own way. The next way, the first way that we be in our way, our unbelief. The second way is afraid to break out of those traditions. And the third way is what? Our need for control. Our third way is our need for control. I need for control. I want you to understand that the moment that you decide that this is the type of life that I'm going to be living, I need for you to understand this. Hear me and hear me well, right? You have to understand the two most important relationships are what? The relationship that you have yourself and the relationship that you have with God. Those are the two most important relationships that you have. And in order for you to have the relationship that you need to have with God, you have to be willing to relinquish your need to be in control. I'm gonna wait because I know it's some folk that's right. Yeah. Come on. Friend said Exhibit C, baby. Yeah, we in court today, baby. Exhibit C. The two most important relationships that you're going to have is going to be the relationships, the relationship that you have with yourself, and also the relationship that you have with God. And the moment that you decide that I am about to create, thank you so much, Brittany, for those stars. Thank you, Brooklyn, for those stars. The moment that you make up your mind and say that this is the life that I'm about to live, that this is what I'm about to do, I'm about to work on my life, my relationship with me, and my relationship with God. This is what my focus is. You have to develop that mentality. Thank you, starting the day for that badge. You have to develop that mentality that I am relinquishing all the control. I know now that what I'm doing is out of my control. So what I say, you decrease so that he can increase. You take off of your perspective and take on his perspective. The things that you used to whine and cry and worry and stress and have panic attacks and anxiety attacks about, you no longer hold hold those things, you give those things to him. So now you're walking around and you're feeling light. You're walking around, you're feeling free. Now you're walking around and you're feeling stress-free, anxiety-free. You ain't got no monkey on your back. You out here just living your best life. Why? Because you have relinquished that control. And when you relinquish that level of control, now you and God have what? Y'all have a relationship. That red ink pen note, get your red ink pen note. Understand, now that you relinquished your control and you decrease so that he can increase, taking off of your perspective, taking on his perspective, now you and God have a relationship that is built on red ink pen note control. On what? Somebody that interrupted my live. On what? Trust. Trust. Now, there you go. Capital letters, that trust. Yeah. Now you and God have a relationship that is built on trust. When you relinquish, put trust in the comment section. Yeah. Come on. When you relinquish all of that need to be in control, I want you to hear me real good. I know somebody tearing up their flow right now. Somebody done slam up their hallway just now. Yeah, come back. I got some more. I know some of y'all right now, y'all like, ooh, wee baby, come on, talk to me nice. I got you. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you how powerful that is. Come on. Hold on, Tia. Give me a second. Trust. Hold on. Now, you have to understand the type of life that we live on a regular basis. And when I say this, I just want you to say ouch, because I know that it's not just me. I want us to understand that most of us on a regular basis, you have to be honest about the fact that us giving up our life, surrendering our life to anything or anybody, we got to really be locked in with you. Understand that the constant conversation every single day on every single platform is about submission. Can you submit? Can you give yourself over? Can you allow somebody to lead? Understand that is the topic and have been the topic since, I'm talking about every platform, since 2020. That's all you hear. But in order for you to relinquish your need to be able to be submissive, in order for you to do that, you have to trust. I'm not turning my life over to nobody that I don't trust. That's the reason why you won't let your woman lead, your man lead. That's the reason why you feel, I hear what my mama say, but I can't let my mama lead me. Well, I seen her resume. I seen the people that she picked. I seen the things that she's gone through. I see the stuff that she tolerates. You over there trying to figure out why your young daughter won't take advice from you. Why you over there talking until you're, wait a minute, I told you if you were sensitive, get off my life. I said that in the beginning. If you were sensitive, don't come here. Understand, you're trying to figure out why your daughter won't listen to you. You're trying to figure out, young man, why your sons won't listen to you, why they won't take advice from you. They're checking your resume. They're looking at the decisions that you've made, the people that you've chosen, the situations that you've been in, the excuses that you've made all this time. That's what they're focusing. They're basing who I accept information from, who I do what, who I get advice from. I gotta check that out. I gotta check your resume. Let's be real. You're not going to be submissive to nothing or nobody that you don't trust. You have to have a level of trust. So when you lock in with God, you're working on your relationship. And friends say, it's hot in here. Come on. When you're working on your relationship with yourself and the relationship that you have with God, and you develop that mentality that I'm going to decrease so that you can increase in my life, and I'm going to take off my perspective to take on yours, that I'm going to I'm going to relinquish my need to be in control, and I'm going to give everything up to you, and all I'm going to do is step. When you tell me to step, I'm going to do what you need me to do. That is a relationship that is built on trust. And the thing about it is, right there in that moment, when God develops that relationship with you, that he can trust you, guess what's attached to that? Yeah, well, guess what attached to that? Somebody, yeah, we got to teach. I got to teach. That's what I'm here for. Guess what attached to that? I just want y'all to say what, Coach. I just want y'all to say what, because I'm about to get into my notes. I got a lot of notes. I got a lot of notes today. I got a lot of notes today. What's attached to it? What's attached to it? There you go. I can tell who in my chosen family. I can tell. Yes, sirree. I can tell. Yeah, favor. Your favor is attached to that trust, because if God cannot trust you with you, he sure can't trust you with him. So the moment that you lock in with him, understand that you get rewarded for giving up that control. Come on, that's a no. You get rewarded for giving up that control. Wait a minute, Coach, what you telling me? I get rewarded if I give him my stress. I get rewarded with favor. If I give him my anxiety, I get rewarded with favor. If I give him my heartache, I get rewarded with favor. If I give him my trials, I get rewarded with favor. If I let all of that go and walk and just simply trust him and the plan that he has for my life, you telling me that I get what? You get favor. You get favor. Come on. Yeah, okay, well, hold on. I got more. I got more. Don't worry about it. You get favor. Oh, no, yeah, you get favor. Come on. Double tap on the screen. You get what? I get favor. I get rewarded for surrendering my control. Understand? I get rewarded for surrendering my control. I get rewarded for surrendering what it is that I'm holding on to. All he says is, I want to take all the bad stuff up off of you. I want to take all that up off of you. I want to take that weight up off of you. I want to take that pressure up off of you. I want to take that stress up off of you. I want to take that depression up off of you. I want to take all of that all off of you. Understand that you're going to get rewarded. I'm going to give you favor in replace of every single thing that you're going through. I'm going to give you favor in place of everything that you're struggling with in your life. I'm going to give you favor. I'm going to give you peace, not just regular peace, but I'm going to give you peace that surpasses all understanding. I'm going to give you joy. Understand, not just regular joy. I'm talking about joy that flows like a river, that's ever flowing. I am going to give you when you give up that control, baby. I'm gonna wait on you. Talk to me nice. Ooh, yeah, we only on the first note. This is just us breaking down the first note. Cause we not even, I'm only on my first note. Can y'all understand why I excuse the sensitive people? I knew I was gonna be loud. I knew I was gonna be a little bit too loud for the sensitive people. So I told them to leave at the beginning of the live, Kira. I told them this might be a little bit too much for them, so go ahead and exit. Yeah, I knew my passion might be a little bit too much for them. So go ahead, cause I get excited about stuff like this. So I'm like, go ahead and leave now so that we won't have to block you later on. Understand? Go ahead and leave now. If you go ahead and tiptoe up out of here real quick, church finger, dop your head and move on up out the way. Cause I knew it was going to be tight, but it was definitely going to be right. And I need for you to understand that nobody is holding you up. Nobody is blocking you. Nobody's preventing you from being able to live the life that you deserve to live. But you got three things, baby. Your unbelief will stop you. Understand that. Not being afraid to break out of those traditions, all of those, that will stop you. Over there, not wanting to give up that control, that will stop you. Every single time, it'll stop you. It'll stop you. Every single time. Don't get caught up in what's happening in life. Be in the world, but not of it. Be in the world, but not of it. I see what you see. I understand what's happening. But our view is different. I see what you see. I understand what's happening. But we're seeing it differently. That's note number 2. I see what you see. I understand what's happening. But I see it differently. You see struggle. You see pain. You see defeat. You see the circumstance. You see what's happening. I see God is about to do something amazing. I see this is a lesson, something that I got to navigate through. I see this is a challenge. This is something that I got to push through because I know who controls the outcome. I know, I know that this right here that I'm facing, what I'm dealing with, this is also part of of the plan. This is part of what he got set up for my life. And I know that if I trust him, come on, go back into that trust. If I trust him, understand, if I believe in him, if I operate in that alignment, that I will not fail. I will not be defeated. I'm going to be victorious. I'm going to be more than a conqueror, that I'm going to most definitely come out on the other side. I see what you see, but I see it differently. I see what you see. But I see it differently. I see it. Come on now. I see it differently. I see what you see, but I see it differently. I know how to be in it, but not of it. Understand? I know how to be in it, but not of it. I know how to function here, do what I need to do here, but I'm not connected to nothing that's up in here. That's a red ink pen note for somebody right now, because you struggle with that every single day. Like, I'm walking into this job and these people are messy. I'm walking into this church and this church is messy. I'm walking into this environment and this environment is messy. Walking into this family and this family is messy. And understand, I haven't gotten my walking papers just yet. So I don't know what it is that you want me to do in this situation, God, but I'm still going. But I could be in it, but I'm not of it. I'm not connected to nothing that's up in here. Understand, I came to do my job and leave. And I know I got some sanctified, some dignified, I got some over holy folk that's on the live that's going to say, well, why you think you're going to be in that position or going into that environment if you know that it's messy? If you, come on, Kira, I'm about to go there. I was going to drink my water, but hold on. Because I be having holy rollers sometime. I be having holy rollers. They be too holy for me, girl. They be too holy for me. And they in my comment section, and I know that they watching. They might not comment. They just out there watching us. And they like, well, why would she say that? Why would she say that? Come on, Lily. Why would she say that? If you know that environment is like that, why don't you just leave? If you know that it's this and it's that, then why don't you just leave? For the same reason why David was inside inside the palace with Saul, because you have to go into certain environments to teach you certain lessons. Understand that David went into, he wouldn't have known how to be a good king until he seen how to be a bad king. Once he seen what bad kingdomship was and how it was to go in there and be up under somebody that operated a certain type of way, then he realized that's not what I want to be. So you have to be in some crazy type of situation, some funny type of predicaments, so that you can know exactly what I don't want to be. I had to experience this bad relationship so that I know that I don't want another relationship like that. I had to experience this bad jobship so I can realize that I don't want another job just like that. I had to experience what it was like to be in a church that's like this so that I wouldn't be back in another church that is like this. You go through things to learn. How you seeing it? How you see it, baby? Yeah, I could be in it, but I'm not of it. I'm not connected to nothing that's up in here. Hello, somebody, come on. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to learn you something. Pay attention. I can be surrounded with it, but I ain't connected to nothing I can be connected to nothing that's up in it. Baby, that right there, that ain't for me. Hello, somebody. Ain't nobody ever tell you that you was going to be exempt. You're going to have to go through some stuff. Understand that you're not exempt. You're going to experience some stuff, but the key to this all is if you want to have that thing that you want to have. I just came to tell you this morning that it's going to happen. It's not going to happen, but it's about to happen. But the only way that it's going to happen is if you are what? If you are actively seeking it, if you are actively locked in. This is going to require it's going to require dedication from you. It's going to require trust from you, because when you're operating with that trust that you have with God, then you have to understand that you're also operating with a favor that won't be understood by folk. The favor that you got, it won't be understood by folk. Note number 3. I'm about to go to my note number 3. You're going to have a favor over your life that won't be understood by folk. Some folk ain't going to understand why you be winning like that. Some folk ain't going to understand why doors just open like that for you, why people are just naturally drawn to you, why people just naturally love on you, why people, they're not going to understand that type of favor that you got. You got that type of favor where you ain't got to ask nobody for nothing. They just do it for you. You just show up and they just give it to you. You just walk in the room room and they just say, I just want to bless you. It was something about you it was something about you that God said, give it to you. That God said, bless you. That God said, make sure that you're okay, to protect you at all costs. Understand that you will have that type of favor when you're in alignment. You will have that type of favor when you are locked in with God on a level of trust. People will bless you and don't even know why they're blessing you. They will be connected to you and won't even understand why they are connected to you. They will be drawn to you and don't even understand why they are drawn to you. Understand supernatural. Yeah. I'm talking. Okay, well, I'm about to go to something else. Hold on, Lily. Don't do that. Don't hype me up too much. Double tap on my screen. Double tap on my screen real quick. I'm just talking about that favor that folk don't understand. That favor that folk that don't understand. They don't understand why it's happening the way that it's happening. But when you lock in with God on that particular level, when you start telling him and letting him know right there, you know what? I trust you enough to let you lead my life. Understand? I trust you enough to make sure that you can make executive decisions in my life. You ain't got to run it by me. You ain't got to come and see how I feel about it first. That's right. None of that. God, I give you all the control. I give you all the power. I give you my heart. It's in you that I live, that I breathe, that I have my very being. I relinquish all of my need to want to be in control. I unlearn every single thing that I've been taught all of these years. I understand that I've been molded in misinformation. I've been fed incomplete information, and I'm willing to let all of that go. I want you to know that I trust and I believe in you. Whether I see it or whether I understand it, I just know that I trust you to do exceedingly and abundantly or more than I could ask or I could even think. I trust you. I read that word. I trust that word, and I'm standing on your word. And when you're operating with that type of mentality, you got to understand that in that moment, what happened? Note number 3, God would take permanent situations and turn them into temporary situations right there before your eyes. Yeah, I know. You thought that you were going through a permanent situation because they said that there was no way that you were going to come back from it, that was going to be the end of that, and you would never survive that, and they already done counted you out, and they just, they made up in your mind that this won't be that for you. Hello, somebody. Come on, double tap on the screen. But God has a way. Come on, let's just be real. Let's be real. That's why I told you that this right here only happens for the people that believe. Understand? This ain't for the sometimey. This ain't for the sometimey. This ain't for the lukewarm. This ain't for the straddle of the fence. This ain't for the hokey pokey people, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. This right here, this won't be for you. This will be for the people that truly believe, that people that are really locked in, the people that are already in that position, actively seeking and pursuing their purpose in alignment with God. Understand that this ain't for the people that really don't believe. If you don't think that you can live a good life, you won't. If you don't think that you can have nice things, you won't. If you don't think that you can heal, you won't. You don't think that you can grow, you won't. If you don't think that you will be able to elevate and have more than what you've always seen in your life, then guess what? You won't. It will only happen for those that truly believe and want that are not afraid to work towards that. God will take a permanent situation and turn it into something that is temporary in front of everybody. Yeah, you might want to speak that over your life. What you say, Coach? You might, yeah. It's some people in the chat right now. Hit that share button. It's people. Yeah, come on. Thank you, Brooklyn, for those stars on Facebook. I appreciate you. Come on, I appreciate you. Relationship and Simply Me. Appreciate those gifts over here on TikTok. Y'all double tap on my screen. Let me get a couple badges on IG. Send me some love real quick. Send me some love. I want to say something. I want to dig into that a little bit. I want y'all to hit that share button because there's some people in your life. There's some people in your family. Thank you, Antoinette, for those stars. It's some people in your life. There's some people in your family that you love more than anything, and they already feeling defeated. They already done counted themselves out. They already feel like this is going to be the end for them, that there's no coming back from them. And I need for you to make sure that you allow them, you speak that over them, that you allow them to hear those words speak from your lips, baby. Understand that, speak that over their life. If everything that's connected to you, you should always be speaking positivity. You should always be speaking life over everything that's connected to you. And there's somebody that's connected to you right now in this moment, in this hour, that you need to be letting them know. Let me just remind you. I just need you to go plant the seed. I just need you to share the information. I just need you to send the note on to them through text message. Baby, I want you to understand that God can take what man has said is a permanent situation and turn it into something that is temporary. What do you mean by that, Coach? That situation that you're crying about, he can turn that around. That thing that you're depressed about, he can turn that around. That thing that you feel like over there and you're stressing about, he can turn that around. Understand that this right here what you're feeling, it can be temporary. Yeah, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. I just want to put it out there. Yeah. Yeah, I want to put it out there, right? I just want, yeah, come on. I want to put it out there. I need for you to know that. Yeah, I just need for you to know that. Double tap on my screen for me. Double tap on my screen. Double tap on my screen. Everything. And yeah, everything is possible. Everything is possible with him. Everything is possible with him. Understand that he masters the art of the impossible. Would take right there where everybody said that this was a permanent situation. You would never come back from this. Understand that, yeah, that you will never come back from this. This right here, you might as well go ahead and wrap this up. You might as well go ahead and throw in the towel. You might as well go ahead and just give up on it all. And right there in that moment, because of your level of faith and you trusting and believing that it can happen for you, then right there in front of every single body, that thing goes from permanent to temporary. Right there when they said that we about to lay everybody off, and then they said, well, we gonna keep you. Right there when they said, oh yeah, well, you gonna be confined to this or confined to that, and all of a sudden you up doing every single thing that everybody said that you would not be able to do, or having everything that everybody said that you would not be able to have. Understand that you cannot limit God. It's about to happen. I just want you to put that in the comment section. It's about to happen. It's about to happen. That job that I want is about to happen. That door that I won't open, it's about to happen. That opportunity that I've been praying for, it's about to happen. Understand that it's about to happen. Everything that it's about to happen for me. Understand. Thank you, Body by Kira. Appreciate you, money friend. I appreciate you. Double tap on my screen. Oh, that's about to happen for me. It's about to happen. I just want you to put it in the comment section. Put it in the comment. Oh, it's about to happen. Every single thing that I want, it's about to happen. I'm dropping my book. I'm dropping my brand. Understand that I'm dropping that business that I've been praying about, that I've been holding on to. It's about to happen. I'm dropping my lip gloss. I'm dropping my lashes. I'm dropping my wigs, baby. It's about to happen. Every single thing that I wanted, that I've been praying for, that I've been snotting for, that I've been out there meditating about, that I've been manifesting. Oh, baby, that thing is about to happen. Understand that I want it all. I want it all. I want everything that's assigned to me. I want it all. I'm not settling for nothing nothing less than God's best, baby. That's right. I want it all. It's about to happen for me. And I need for you to understand something in the process of you obtaining those things. Note number four is what? You got to understand that every level is going to require a new you. If you want it to happen, come on. If you want it to happen for you, you got to free you from you. Every new level is going to require a new you. I made a post yesterday on Facebook that said, if you knew me 2 years ago, then you don't know me today. The more that you grow, the more that you heal, the more that you evolve and you develop in life, you got to understand that you're constantly shedding. You're constantly creating and becoming something brand new. And just because you knew me back then, don't mean that you know me right now. And in this walk, on this journey of your life, you got to understand that the more that you grow, the more that you evolve, you have to know that it's going to require a new you. Every level, it's going to require a new you. Double tap on my screen. We had 986 stars. Let's get up to 2,000 real quick. Yeah, send me some love over here. Send me some love on Facebook real quick. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to require every level. So you mean I don't just get saved and stay there? You mean that I don't just do a morning routine and stay there? Thank you, Antoinette, for those stars. You mean to tell me I don't just get into the mental health group and just stay there? That I don't just start going to Bible study and just stay there? That I don't just join the choir and just stay there? No, you have to be actively working. Thank you, Shonda, for those stars. You have to be actively working on yourself every single day. You got to be striving for perfection every single day. It's going to require more than a morning routine. It's going to require more than you joining the choir. It's going to be requiring more than you showing up the Bible study. It's going to be requiring real work from you every single day. And it's going to be times and places in your life where you feel like I've been doing the same exact thing. Then you need to do a little bit more. Then you add a little bit more to that every single time. Why? Because where you are as a babe, let's just be real. When you were first born, y'all know I stay with the illustration, lock in with me. When you were first born, they give you 4 ounces of milk. Am I lying or am I lying? I mean, it might be 4, it might be 2. You get 4 ounces of milk, right? You get 4 ounces of milk inside of that little bottle. They tell you, I ain't got my board. See, I should have went to Hobby Lobby. You know what I'm saying? You get 4 ounces of milk. And they tell you, them doctors sit right there and they tell you, do not give this baby more than these 4 ounces of milk. Because if you give them more than this 4 ounces of milk, you can mess up their stomach. Come on, Heather. Ain't that what they say? They say you'll mess up their stomach. You're going to cause them to have bad stomach pains. Do not overfeed the baby. You get the small bottles because they only supposed to have just a small amount in that. Fred say, yes, ma'am. Don't play with me. I love to teach, baby. Don't play with me. I love to teach. Yeah. You only got 4 ounces. When you're a baby, you only get 4 ounces. So when you're in that infant stage, you're only able to get a certain amount, because if you give the baby too much, then you cause damage to the stomach. You make them uncomfortable. Thank you for those stars, right? Then you make them uncomfortable. Understand that. So it's important that you give them what? Just enough. And as that baby grows from being an infant on into toddler, now you're filling it all the way up into the 8 fluid ounces. Now they can take a whole 8 ounce, and not only do you take it up to the 8 ounce, come on, talk to me nice, mothers. What we do, then we start sprinkling those cereal up inside the bottle, because we got to make sure, they used to get full off of the milk. The baby, when you were a baby, you used to get full off the milk, but the more that you grow, you have to now, it takes more than just milk. So on your journey, it's going to take more than just milk. You might start out on your healing journey, your spiritual journey, your journey of self-development, and you reading 1 chapter might be enough to feed you. It might be enough to fill you up. I read today. Then now you're growing. Now I need to pray today. Now I done started fasting today. Now you done started doing all this extra work. You're going to require every level is going to require something more out of you. It's going to require you to do something different. So you go from an infant to being a toddler, and now that the bottle by itself ain't gonna be enough. Now you got to sprinkle the cereal in there, right? And then as you grow up into that, now guess what? I need some solid food. Pay attention. I need solid food. These are the stages that you go through on your spiritual journey. On your learning journey, it's the same exact thing. You go from being a babe, an infant, to a toddler, to a little kid, and to the preteens, to the teenage. It's a growing process. You are not the same person that you were as a baby. The way that you think, the way that you see things, the way that you operate is not the same. And you have to be willing to grow daily. In the beginning, you might have been reading, and you might have just, that's all you was doing. Then all of a sudden, as you started growing, you added on the fasting, and now you're actively praying. Now you're creating a morning routine. And the more that you grow, the more that you add on. Why? Somebody just say why. The more that you grow, the more that you add on. Why, coach? Why? Why do you continuously say that? The more that you grow, the more that you add on. You started with milk. Now you need milk and cereal. Why? Because you're not filled. What you were doing before won't fill you. You're not full. Coach, I'm still hungry. I went to church, but I'm still hungry. I went to that seminar, but I'm still hungry. I went to that webinar, but wait a minute, I'm still hungry. I've been in it, but I'm still hungry, because that that worked in the beginning stages will not work anymore. Now I need more. I need more. I done went from milk to cereal. Now I need solid food. And guess what? Even when you're that young and you need solid food, it's going to be sometimes where you're not strong enough to really pull it apart the way that it needs to be. I can't pull it how I need to. So you still have to have somebody pull it off the bone. You still have to make sure that it's no big pieces. Why? Because I don't want to give you so much that you will choke. Okay. Hold on. Come on, Tifa. Let's just be real about it. You still have to worry about that. Yeah. It's the point that I'm making is it's stages. Yeah. The point that I'm making is it's stages, and that's the reason why when you say, okay, well, why you be on live for a whole entire hour? Because I feel the need to pull it apart. I feel the need to dissect it. I don't want nobody to choke. Understand that. I get on here and I'm on here for a whole entire hour because I need to pull it apart. I need to make sure that you understand it. I need to break down that information for you. Understand that. And the reason why you're walking away and you're still the way you're walking away and you still feel the way that you feel is because you're still hungry. You still want something more. Understand that. Come on, let's just be real. Let's be real about it. Every level that you go to is going to require more from you. It's going to require a brand new you. You got to work towards this every single day. And you have to be in an environment with someone that's able to break it down so that you can process it the way that you need it to be able to process that information so that you can honestly pay attention so that you can successfully apply it to your life. Because if you consume all of that in big pieces and big chunks, what happened is you cause another problem. Your food ain't digesting the way that it's supposed to digest. And you start saying stuff like that made me sick to my stomach. That made my stomach hurt. That made my stomach hurt. Come on, you have to break it down so it can be consumed, so it can be received the right type of way. So that people will understand what the information is that you're giving. So every level that you go to is more about growing. It's more about learning, about consuming that information and applying that information to your life the right type of way. The next note that I got for you is this right here. When I say actively working on your life, I want you to understand if you want that thing to happen for you, you have to be actively working on that thing. This is another note. This note number 5. I need for you to understand if you want something out of your life, you're going to have to get up and you're going to have to go after it. If you want something to take place in your life, you want something to do what it's supposed to do in your life, you're going to have to get up. You're going to have to separate yourself from that spirit of procrastination. You have to separate yourself from that spirit of laziness. You have to separate yourself from that spirit of making excuses. Oh, I'm so tired and I can't do it right now. You have to excuse yourself from that and push yourself to that level that you genuinely want inside of your life. Because note number 5 is this right here. Waiting is entitlement. Don't get mad at me. I told this sensitive people to leave. Okay. Well, I tell my people work while you wait. So I'm talking to the other people. They already know what time it is. While you waiting on God, you be working. While you waiting, you gonna be working. What I said waiting is entitlement. Hello, come on. Yeah, you mind is waiting is entitlement. That's a note. That's note number 5. That's 1, 2. Yeah, that's note number. Oh, that's entitlement. Waiting is entitlement. They said, wait a minute, hold up. She said, well, why you in my house like that? Wait a minute, hold on. I just want you to understand that waiting is entitlement. While you're over there waiting, you need to be what? You need to be actively working in your life. You need to be aligning your life for the life that you say that you want. If you're sitting over there and you're waiting, then you have a sense of entitlement that you need to separate from. Understand that if you're waiting on somebody to drop something in your life, your lap, you're waiting on somebody just to give it to you all willy-nilly. You're waiting on somebody just to come over there and just do it for you. Oh, baby, the devil is a lie. You got to go find you somebody else to play with. You're going to have to get up and you're going to have to get after it the same way the rest of us did. You're going to have to go through it like the rest of us did. You're going to have to cry a little bit like the rest of us did. You're going to have to pray. You're going to have to fast. You're going to have to meditate, manifest, and everything else like the rest of us did. You think that we just got this? No. You see the finished product. You don't see the struggle that came along with this. We were tried. We was tested. We went through the fire for this. That entitlement is crazy. Yeah. What the waiting is entitlement in disguise. That's all that it is. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. And doors been open. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Opportunities then came and gone. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. But the door won't open until you get in position. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. But you will never know if they have the opening if you don't call. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. If you would have sent that email last week, they would have known that you were still available. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Them folks do not follow you. They don't know that this is what you're doing right now. If you want to get the book, and you're going to have to get up and you're going to have to do the promotion. How in the world are you expecting for people to know that this is what you're doing if you're not promoting that this is what you're doing? If you're not actively putting your stuff out there, you want to sell something and can't sell what you're selling because you sitting on what you're selling, thinking that people about to come over there and just start buying it from you. We don't know that that's what you're selling. You ain't made one promotion. We don't know what you're talking about. We ain't seen nothing on your page. We go to your page, all we see is subliminal posts. We go to your page, all we see is memes up and down. Baby, that's all we see. We don't see nothing about your business. We don't see nothing about your brand. We don't see nothing about the services that you offer. Okay, I said sensitive people leave. But the entitlement is crazy. Okay, hold on, Tifa. No, yeah, send me some love, y'all. Send me some love. Send me some love. Double tap on that screen, man. We almost there. We at 1301. We at 1301. I just want you to know that it'll happen for you. But in order for it to happen for you, you're going to have to get up. You're going to have to get up and you're going to have to get to work. Understand, it's official. Yeah, appreciate that badge. Thank you so much. You're going to have to get up and you're going to have to do some work just like the rest of us. You're going to have to put that time in just like the rest of us. You got to get active in your life just like the rest of us. To sit there and just think that something is just going to automatically happen for you. Thank you so much, Antoinette, for those stars. Oh, baby, that's wild. That's entitlement. And you need to separate yourself from all of that. Every single thing, every gift that we get, every talent that we get, every opportunity that we get is true. Is truly what? It's a gift from God. Understand that we are not promised that. Understand that. Yeah. You're not. Yeah. Come on now. Let's be real about it. That's a blessing. Every single time that He does, that's a blessing. That's a blessing because what we did to deserve it. I'm just being for real the way we carry on out here. So what you trying to tell me? I'm trying to tell you note number 6. Note number 6, you got to add work behind your dream. Behind every single dream that you have to add work. Every single dream that you have got to add work. You're going to have to work. Faith without works and work without faith is also, and the Bible also say a man that don't work don't eat. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you, Cold Hearted. Thank you, Yo Love. Appreciate you. Yeah. That's how important. Yeah, well, you can't say certain stuff. It'll block your live. So that's the reason why I knew that most of you guys knew that scripture already. So that's why I said it like that. You have to add work behind your dream. You have to add work behind every single dream that you have. You have to be willing to work. A man that does not work do not eat. A man or a woman that does not work don't eat. Understand, that's how important it is. That's the emphasis that it put on working, how important it is for you to get up and get to action on your life. You have to get up and you have to work every single day of your life. You have to get up and you have to work at it. You have to get up and you have to be active in your own life. To sit over there and just wait and think that something is just going to fall in your lap, baby, that's unreal entitlement. But the moment that you start operating with that level of faith and that level of trust in God and what it is that He'll do for you, I'm talking about supernaturally supplied. I'm talking about everything that you want, everything that you need will be supernaturally supplied. And it ain't going to take all day. And yeah, come on. I just want to say thank you, Shonda, for those stars. Yeah, and it ain't gonna take all day. Yeah, everything that once you locked in, once you're leaning and trusting in Him, it's not gonna take all day. How I know that? Over in Isaiah, you can go find the scripture over there. It says in Isaiah, God said, when the time comes, I'll do it and I'm gonna do it quickly. In Isaiah, over in Isaiah, God says, when the time come, when that time come, when you get ready to lock in with me, I'm gonna do it. And not only am I gonna do it, I'm gonna do it quickly. That's what he said. He said, I'm gonna do it quickly. I'm just telling you, it's over in Isaiah. Go over there and find it. That's the way. If I say it that way, you'll do your research. You'll go and do your research and grab it. That's what he said. Yeah, I want you to understand right there, Isaiah. Oh, she said, oh Lord, that's my scripture. I'm trying to tell you right there. Understand that the moment that you lock in, the moment that you relinquish that need for control, the moment that you go ahead, yeah, I'm talking about that unbelievable type of belief. Once that you break out of those tradition and that expired information, and you lock in with him and say, this is what I'm going to be doing, how I'm going to be doing in that moment. I'm talking about over in Isaiah. He says, when that time comes, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it quickly. That means instant. That means it's going to happen right there in front of your face. It's not going to take all day for me to do what it is that I need to be done right there. She says, Isaiah 60 and 22. I'm going to do it quickly. I'm gonna do it quickly. If you need it done quickly, I just want to see the hand, wave that hand in the chat real quick. If you want it done quickly, I just want to see that hand in the chat real quick. Just put the hand. I need mine done quickly, coach. I need mine done quickly. Yeah, I need mine done quickly. Understand? I want mine done quickly. I don't know, quickly, baby. I need mine done quickly. Thank you so much, Christina, for those stars. Appreciate quickly. I need mine done quickly. Let's just be real about it. Yeah, I'm talking about supernaturally supplied. Every single thing that you want, everything that you need, supernaturally supplied right there for you quickly. I need mine done quickly. That's what he said. When the time come, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it quickly. What did I say? I said over in that note, I said you gotta understand that God would take what everybody look at as a permanent situation and turn it into a temporary situation right there in front of everybody. Understand? But that's gonna be sitting on what? Your belief, your will, and the release of that control. You gotta trust it. I got another story. Can I tell another story? If y'all gonna give me 5 more minutes to tell another story, I want to tell another story. Can I tell another story? Just tell me yes. If y'all got time for my next story, I just want to know. Thank you, Coco. Appreciate that badge. Can I tell another story? I got that one. That was from Isaiah. She said, can I do y'all got time for me? Y'all got time for me? Hit that double tap on that screen. Where y'all at? Y'all need to get 300K. Y'all almost at 300K. We need 300K so we can have 600K for the day. Double tap on that screen. Yeah, I got time. Okay. I also want to say this. When we say over in Isaiah, God said when the time comes, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it quickly. I need for you to understand that this is how he works on a regular basis, right, in our lives. And times when we are over there stressing things, we over there depressed about things, and because it's not happening in that moment that we wanted to happen, we automatically think that God is not listening. We automatically think that God does not hear us when these things are happening. And I just want to give you an example. I just want to give you something to walk away with so that you will know that that's not true. I just want to make sure that you understand. I want to talk about, you remember when the army, when the Israelites was out there, right? I want to talk about when the Israelites was out there in the army. You know what I mean? The army the army had all the stuff over there, had all the cattle, had all the food and everything. And the Israelites was over there at the other camp, and they was over there at that other camp. And while they was over there, they was starving, right? They ain't have none of the stuff that they needed. They ain't have no supplies. They ain't had nothing. The army had everything over there at the army camp. They didn't took everything, right? But it was 4 lepers, right? It was 4 lepers, and those 4 lepers, they were outside the city. Understand? The Israelites are here. 4 leper people, they felt like I ain't got nothing to lose. I ain't got nothing to lose at all, baby. I ain't got nothing to lose. We already got this illness that's all over us. We going down anyway. We might as well go over there and see what the army folk got going on over there in that camp. And let me I want y'all know, I got this, whenever I find a story, I have to break it down and make it so that y'all understand it today. Friends say, yes, they did. Pay attention, friend. I got somebody that know the story. All right. So what happened was the Israelites is over here. See, I got to get my chalkboard, y'all. Hold up. I'm going to have to use one of these pages, right? So basically, look, pay attention. Don't be doing all kind of other stuff. Look at my illustration until I go pick my board up. They already sent me the money. I just got to go get it. Now, this is the Israelites over here. This is Exhibit A. Israelites is over here, right? Israelites over here. Here go the army down here. The army big over here, right? The army is big because over here at the army, they got all the cattle. They got all the supplies. They got everything over here at the army. Everybody is over here. They live in their their best life. They doing exactly what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't went over there and did everything that they wanted to do, right? Israelites up here, they small. Because these people up here, they ain't got no supplies and they out here starving like Marvin, okay? They ain't got nothing, so they out bad. Now, I want to show you how God worked on your behalf. These 4 lepers, let's just say the 4 lepers over here, 4 leper people up here, they already over here like, I ain't got nothing to lose. Understand? I ain't got nothing to lose. I'm over here. We already got leprosy, so it ain't nothing that we gonna live. I want you to see this right here, right? So pay attention. You got Israelites up here starving. You got the army down here, got all the supplies, got all the cattle, got everything. The 4 leper people that was on the outside of the city, they over here. You see how God takes somebody who ain't got nothing to do with the situation. They wasn't even a part of the Israelites over there. That, you know what I'm saying? Over there, over here, and they say, well, because we ain't got nothing else to lose, we gonna go down here to the army and we gonna go take a peek to see what it is that they got. The point that I'm making to you is this right here. God will take people that you don't even know. You ain't even know that them people knew you. And will have them folk go prepare a way for you. We'll take them folk right over there that you never met, never had an encounter with, a day in your life. Understand? And we'll have them same folk go and speak up on your behalf. You ain't even in the room and you the topic of the conversation. You ain't sitting at the table, but you the topic of the conversation. Somebody then went and they just spoke up on your behalf. Oh, y'all know somebody that know how to do this, this, and that. Oh, you know what? I seen somebody on Instagram. I seen somebody on TikTok. I seen somebody on Facebook. They mentioning your name. They going and spreading something about you, something good about you. You didn't even know. These folk right here, they had nothing to do with the situation. Had nothing to do with it. Here they go down here, right? So now here go the Israelites up here. These are 4 people right here. These people don't got nothing to do with nothing. These are 4 people that's outside the city and outside the city. They're over here. So now they go down here. It ain't but 4 of them. It ain't but 4 of them. Come on. It ain't but 4 of them. God will take folk that you don't even know to bless you. God will take folk that you ain't even knew your name and have them folk come over there and bless you. Have them folk come over there and pour into your life. Have them folk come over there and make sure you scrape with a K. Scrape for the rest of your life. Yeah, I want you to understand. So stop getting wrapped up in the folk that you do know. Because I believe in breaking it down. I want you, so what you say, Coach, in that part right there, I want you to focus on what Coach just said. God will take people that you don't know. People that you've never met. People that ain't never had an encounter with. These folks is up here. They got leprosy. They not a part of the Israelites, not a part of the army. Understand that. These folks is up here. They outside the city. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So what are you saying? Stop being caught up on the people that you know. Stop being, the Israelites all whining and crying up there together. They over there pouting together. Ain't nobody decided to do nothing. It was folks on the outside. Your support is going to come from the outside. Your support is going to come from the strangers. Your support is going to come from the folk that don't know you, that don't know nothing about you. All they did was see your fruit. All they did was see what you did. All they did was, baby, I like them right there. It's something about them that make me want to do this, that, and the third when it got something to do with them. All right, I want to go to the next part of the story. Now, before them going down here, right? Girl, I'll be talking to y'all like y'all my homegirls. So listen, this is how I be explaining stuff to Mahogany to y'all, and she be sitting up in the bed in Indian style, listening to me break down the Bible, and she like it. Okay, so now we getting over here, right? So we get down right here. Now these 4 people are walking down here. It ain't before them. It ain't before them, but supernatural. The way that God operates is what? He makes the enemy. The army that's down there, which is the enemy, he got them over there thinking that they about to be attacked. He got them folk thinking that I hear an army. I hear a lot of folk that's coming. We are under attack. Maybe the Israelites then went and found some people and got together and they coming down here and they about to get us. It was only 4 of them. What you trying to tell us with that analogy, Coach? Less is more. I like what I do. I love what I do. Wait a second. It was 4. It was 4 of them. It was only 4. Less is more, baby. Less is more, baby. Double tap on my screen. Send me some love. Some of y'all think y'all need a whole heap of folk. Some of y'all want a whole crowd of folk. Some of y'all think y'all got to have hundreds or thousands of folks on your team to be able to get the job done. But it was only 4 of them. When you are, I want you to understand, when you're operating in the will of God, when you're operating in your purpose, when you're operating in what you were called to do, what you were anointed to do, what you were created to do, when you are following that, I want you to know, less is more. It was just 4 of them. You didn't need all those folks. She said, I'm about to shout off my wig. Hold on, friend. I got some more. That ain't it, right? Yeah, less is what you say. Less is more. You don't need a whole heap of folk. You don't need a whole heap of folk to be able to get the job done. When God is on your side, that's more than everybody out here. Understand that they ain't got to touch and agree. They ain't got to slap your back. They ain't got to give you an air half five. None of that, baby. Understand that less is more. It was only 4 of them, but understand the God that we served did what made the enemy think that they were a lot of them, that it was an army of them, and they understand. They felt like they was under attack, and guess what they did? They hurried up. They ran into the night. The Bible said in a panic. Now, don't mind me. Israelites, 4 leprous men, guys, outside the city, and here we go. Down here. They gonna create me a STEMs program on TikTok for the Bible, baby. I'm gonna break it down like this on STEMs. Don't worry about it. They gonna have to add me, baby. Yeah, here go the armor right here. Now, if any of us have ever did anything in a panic, if any of us have done anything in a hurry, you know when you in a hurry, you run out and you don't take nothing. Come on, talk to me nice. Send me some love on TikTok. Yeah. If you know that's been you, say ouch and send me some gifts. If you know that's been you, say ouch and send a badge. If you know that's been you, say ouch and send some stars. I'm on live on all 3 platforms, baby. Everybody getting the same information at the same exact time. When you are in a hurry, you run out and you don't take nothing with you. When you are in a hurry, you run, and sometimes you don't have your purse. Sometimes you don't have your wallet. Sometimes you don't have your coat. Sometimes you got one shoe on and the other shoe in the house. If there's an emergency, if you are under attack, you are not trying to pick up nothing. You are just going to run just the way that you are, because you are in a panic. You are in fear for your life. So you are running up out of there so you don't take nothing. They got scared because they thought that they were under attack. So guess what? They were in a panic. So guess what they did? They left everything. They left everything, coach. They was in a panic. They left everything. The army down here, they had all the horses, the carriages, all the food, all the supply, every single thing that they had, they left that because they ran off into the night due to them thinking that they heard an army that was coming. So now here come Israel, instantly going from Israel, small, starving, no supplies, crying, whining, begging out to God. Oh, it's such a way. And guess what they did not know? This is what I tried to tell you before I started this story. This is what they did not know. You have to understand that God can be working on your behalf and you don't even know it. They had no idea. It doesn't say anything in that scripture. I read it. There's nothing in that scripture that said that these folks went over there to tell them that that's what they was about to go do. That never happened. Understand that. So here you go. The God that you serve, once you relinquish your control, once you start believing and trusting and aligning your life for his will and not your will, once you start allowing him to do his job instead of you trying to control the outcome and do the job for him, I need for you to understand what happened was he didn't send no put it on the billboard. He ain't send no text message. He ain't send no email. He ain't send no message over there to them at all. And guess what? While they was over here praying, while they was over here going through all of that, he was over there making a way. I know you really came out that wig now. I know that wig on the ground now. Sometimes sometimes you don't know that he's working and he's working. Sometimes you're not aware of the fact that he's working, but he's working. And that's because he don't have to make an announcement. He don't have to make an announcement about what it is that he's doing and how he's doing it. Why? Because guess what? He got it all by himself. He got it all by himself. I ain't got to tell you what I'm doing. Your job, what did I say? When you work on your relationship with you and your relationship with God, then your foundation is based on what? On trust. You're leaning into him. Now you have favor based on the fact that I know that I can trust you. And when you trust God, you don't question God. So even though I'm crying because I feel what I feel in this moment, I still trust and know that you're going to make a way. And even without you making an announcement, a way was made through these people right here. So now here you are in your broken state where everybody felt like, remember what the note said? When you was over there in that state where you felt like this was going to be a permanent situation for me, that I'm going to be stuck right here, that I'm going to forever be right here and I can't have no more than that. Then all of a sudden, he took you from not having to having. He took you from not having to having. And now that you have a lot down there, baby. You got a lot down because they left everything. They left all the riches. They left all the cattle. They left all the supplies because they left in the panic. Ain't nobody pack up nothing. You got every single thing that was left. Now you went from not having to having, and I need for you to understand that, accept that in your life, because some of y'all, that's what you're waiting on right there. The reason why you're not having right now is because you don't believe that you can have, and I need for you to let go of that unbelief. Some of you right now, you can have, but you don't have right now because of the fact that you are in your own way. You're holding up yourself with your need to be in control, and I need you to let that go so that you can finally start having in your life. And I want some of y'all, you know what I'm saying, I know you mean well, and you don't want to upset grandma, and you don't want to accept the ancestors and all of that, so you think that you have to follow that protocol, you have to follow those traditions, and I want you to understand that they're outdated, they expire, and in order for you to get something new, you got to be willing to do something new, and every level of your life is going to require a new version of you, which means that you're got to constantly be working for the life that you want. But if you want it, it can happen. If you want it, it's about to happen. If you want it, it's about to happen. I just want y'all to follow my story. That was my story. Y'all said I could have 5 extra minutes. That was my story. If you want it, she said, you're right on time. I love you. You know what I mean? Definitely God's timing. If you want it, you can have it, but it's how bad do you want it? How bad? Yeah. How bad do you want it? Friends say you did that, coach. Thank you. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? How bad do you want that thing? How bad do you want that life? How bad do you want that success? How bad do you want it? Do you want it bad enough to work for it? Do you want it bad enough to be committed? Do you want it bad enough to make the sacrifice that sometimes you're going to have to miss a little bit of sleep? You're going to have to create some routines. You're going to have to get into some right environment, some places, some people that is beneficial to your growth and your development. Do you want it bad enough to lock in? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. She said, I love the breakdown, coach. I love you. How bad do you want it? Every single day that you wake up and you put 10 toes to the ground, I want you to sweat yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are and how much you love you, because there's no love like self-love. And you first have got to love yourself way before you're able to love anybody else. It is your favorite online motivational speaker and your favorite online life coach. It is your girl, Street Poet. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate the love and the support. If I gave you what you needed this morning, if I ministered to your heart, if I gave you a different perspective, if I uplifted your spirit, if I gave you what you needed, what you honestly needed for this moment, do me a favor and send me some love. Send me some love. Send me some love. Thank you so much. We had 1621. Let's get the 2K. Let's get the 2K on Facebook real quick. Y'all surpassed that goal over here on IG. I mean on TikTok. Y'all at 304.7K. Double tap on that screen. We might as well go ahead to 400K. We're gonna have 700K for the day. Double tap on that screen. That's right, IG, man. I think we are at 16 badges. Let me get 4 badges on IG so we can meet our 20 badge goal. Double tap on that screen real quick, man. If you got what you need this morning, if you got a different perspective, if I open your eyes and you like, you know what, I've never seen it that way before. I read that passage a couple of times, but never received that type of background. That type of breakdown, and made it make sense that way. If you're just appreciative of, I appreciate that, coach. Because we went to class, y'all. We had our whole chalkboard and all. That's a notepad, but don't worry about it. It's a chalkboard. We be using our imagination a little bit. That's a chalkboard. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you. Is it Never Tim? Thank you, Broad Deck. I appreciate you. Broad Beck. Appreciate you, Coco. Thank you so much, man. We had 1761. Double tap on that screen. If you got what you needed this morning, double tap on that screen. Double tap on that screen. screen. Thank you, Shay Shay. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate you. She said you're a great coach. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Guys, if you are not a part of the Patreon, thank you, Terry West. Thank you, Nicole, for those badges. If you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you go and sign up expeditiously. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tiffany Paul. Thank you, Tiff. Appreciate that cash app. Thank you, babes. You know what I'm saying? Do me a favor. Thank you, Anitria, for that badge. Do me a favor real quick. If you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you click that link in my bio that says Linktree Street. Thank you, Connie, for those stars. And slide down to where it says Mental Health Support Group. Get signed up expeditiously, okay? Man, I encourage everybody to be a part of the Chosen Family, man. There's so much love. There's so much growth and development there. The depths of our classes and the things that we do to be able to make sure that we stay on task, that we stay on course, month after month is it's amazing. It's not church, but it's church. You know what I'm saying? And I feel comfortable saying that it's not church, but it's church. Understand that, yeah, we go in, we break down the Bible through scriptures that people bring up sometimes. We also break down self-help books. We bring our questions, our comments. We pray, Tuesdays and Thursdays, opening with scriptures, ending with prayer. It's not church, but it's most definitely our church. Understand the level of fellowship and love that is there is top tier, is beyond amazing. Man, I love what I do, and I love the environment that God has led me to create with that Patreon. I visited a couple of other Patreons before, and I love the fact that mine is different. I love the fact that mine is different. I love the fact that, we are able to see each other face to face, and just, it's important to me to be hands-on, to be able to show up and teach my own classes, to be able to pray with my own people, to be able to, interact in my own group chat with my people. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm just grateful, man. I can't say that enough. I'm just grateful for the love and all of the support that you guys give me on every single platform. That's Facebook, that's Instagram, and that's TikTok. And big ups to you guys too. You know what I mean? Before I get out of here, I want to say, a special thanks to every single one of you guys. Last week, I told you guys about sharing my videos, to make sure you share it off of my page. And if you're on Instagram or something like that, to remix it off of my page. If you're on TikTok, to make sure you duet it off of my page so that I can receive credit for my videos, because I like to keep everything affordable for you guys and allow these big companies to pay me through the views and whatnot. And you guys did just that, and I appreciate you guys tremendously. Not only the past 7 days, I reached I think it was 1,519,119 views from accounts that's not even following me. From accounts that's not even following me. Over 1,500,000. 1,500,119 accounts that's not even following me. And I know that you guys contribute to that tremendously by, just simply sharing the videos, the content all over your pages. And I appreciate you guys so much for that. So, and like I tell my people all the time, nothing goes unnoticed with me. Nothing goes unnoticed with me. And I'm a very, very humble person, a very appreciative person. You know what I mean? So when you guys do things like that for me and sharing my content and viewing and commenting and everything, I always want to tell you guys that I appreciate that. You can't come up off the backs of people and then forget the people whose backs that you came up off of. You're not going to be able to do the things that you do without their level of love and support that they show you on a regular basis. So for you guys, I just want to say thank y'all so much. Thank you, Shonda, for those stars. I appreciate y'all. Y'all reached y'all goal. I see we are at 2060 right now. So we got our 2060 stars over on Facebook. I appreciate you guys so much. So I'm going to get up out of here with that. Just keep in mind one more time, guys, I will not be live on Friday. Friday, there will be no morning walk-in worship and no live video because I will be in Detroit. If you guys have gotten your ticket for the Get in the Room tour Detroit, yes, I will see you guys in Flint, Michigan, Detroit, Michigan this Saturday. That's where I will be. And when I tell you I'm coming with a word, I really and truly am. I'm excited. I'm super excited to be in Detroit. I'm super excited to be able to give the word. And I just want to say a special shout out to all of my supporters that's in Detroit as well. Because when I tell you, y'all done sold it out, we're in the second quarter. Look at God. First quarter. Come on, Chosen Family. First quarter, January, February, March. Get in the Room tour. Everything sold out. We're in the second quarter. April, May, and June. First event, sold out. Masterclass, sold out. May for Virginia, halfway sold out. I'm sorry, May for Chicago. Chicago, halfway sold out. They at 52%. Chicago's getting in the building. And that's going to be May 25th. God is amazing. And people are wanting the information. People are wanting to grow, wanting to heal, wanting these environments. And I am beyond grateful for every single one of you guys who grabbed the ticket already, who are already like, Coach, I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in Chicago. I'm out there. I appreciate you guys, and I know that Virginia is going to take off as soon as I get that Eventbrite link put up for them, because that's all my New York, my Virginia, my DMV people. That's like a train ride or car ride. Like, I mean, I don't know how they do. I'm not from up north, but the way that they be making it, they be making it. I'm telling you, they be boom boom, and I'm like, God, they in there. You know what I'm saying? And it blows my mind every single time. What if Tifa, one of the main ones, man, her and Kira. If I'm anywhere up that way, they there. They like it. Don't miss a beat. They don't miss a beat when they say that, you know, God will put people in your life, people in your path that genuinely love you and support you, that will show up for you. And Auntie Renee, yeah, she definitely one of those two. Them three right there, guaranteed anywhere up north. They don't miss a beat. I love you guys so much, though, and I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your day. So I will see you guys in Detroit, and following Detroit, Chicago. I'm on my way. I love you guys.